Okay, let's tie everything together by solving two sample problems, okay? Okay, let's read the first one. Isang ball ang tumalon sa isang billiard table na may taas na 0.6 meters. Meron itong initial horizontal velocity na 2.4 meter per second. Alamin ang time required bago bumagsak sa lupa ang bola at ang horizontal distance or range na mararating nito mula sa release point or the distance between the edge of the table, that's the release point, hanggang sa kanyang pinaglandingan. It's really helpful if you will draw first so you can visualize the problem. Draw the edge of the table. Let's draw a ball. So, like this, di ba? Ang kanyang motion. This is the landing spot. So, given ka ng initial velocity, dapat pag binigyan ka ng gantong given, initial velocity, kahit hindi i-mention na horizontal siya, dapat alam mo that that's a horizontal velocity. So, this is 2.4 meter per second. It should also click in your head na, ay, yun na yung ano niya, horizontal velocity niya hanggang sa dulo. Also, let's put Vx. Also, taas ng billiard table ay 0.6 meters. So, this one is 0.6 meters. Pero like in free fall, di ba? This since the ball is going down, actually we have to deal with the negative axis. So the release point is the 0. This point is the negative 0.60 meter mark. What we need to find is the range. The range ay sa x yon, di ba? Range. This is the range. This is the r or the range. Also, we need to find the alamin ng time required bago bumagsak sa lupa ang bola. So the time here, kung saan narating na yung ground. After illustrating, the second thing that you will do is to organize your equations. So this is how we will do it. Sorry. So velocity, let's group the equation in a table. Displacement, we have the horizontal and the vertical. So for the horizontal velocity, isa lang yung value mo, di ba? Kung ano yung binigay sa nung simula, yun na yun, hanggang dulo. So, yung Vx na binigay, that's equal to the initial. Yung initial equal yan sa final kasi you only have one value, the rest of the motion. But in the vertical axis, iba yung kwento ng velocity mo. Meron kang final, distinct yung iyong final sa initial. So, kailangan mo magdagdag ng subscript. Vix meaning, Viy meaning initial vertical y velocity is equal to 0. Kasi diba, horizontally launch tayo. But the Vfy or the final vertical velocity mo ay you have an equation, diba? It is negative g times time. And then for the displacement, the horizontal displacement, we have this formula. Vx times t. While for the vertical displacement, we have this equation. Negative g times time squared. Okay, let's solve now. So, we need to find time and the range. So, syempre tayo, dahil unang hinahanap yung time, doon muna tayo mag-solve. Let's look for the time. Let's look at our equation, kung alin yung pwede natin gamitin. So, these are the equations na may time. I'm given with g. I know g because 9.8 meter per second squared. I know y, di ba? Because I'm given the height of the table. I don't know x. Yun nga hinahanap ko, di ba? The range is the x. So, definitely, I cannot use this one. I cannot use this one either because hindi ko alam yung final velocity ng bola or ano yung velocity niya sa point na to. So definitely I should use this. Sorry. I should use this equation to get the time. Okay, so y equals 1/2 times negative g times time squared. So y is negative 0.6 meters. Tandaan mo, y is the vertical displacement. Ito na yung narating niya nung dulo. So nakarating siya ng negative 0.6 meters. 1/2 times negative 9.8 meter per second squared times time squared, which is our unknown. Now 0.60 meters equals 1/2 times negative 9.8, that's negative 4.9 meter per second squared times time squared. Okay, let me just put this up. Okay, going back. So we have negative 0.6 meters equals negative 4.9 meter per second squared times the time squared. Now, you can see na naka-multiply yung 4.9 dun sa time squared, which is yung gusto nating variable, diba? So, in order to separate that, what we can do is to divide both sides by 4.9 meter per second squared. Let's cancel this. Let's divide 0.6 by 4.9. 0.1224. So time squared is equal to 0.1224 seconds squared. Okay. Positive na siya, no? Kasi negative over negative. To remove the square on the time, we have to put it in a square root both sides. The square root of 0.1224 is 0.34999 actually. Time equals 0.3499 seconds or 0.35 seconds. So again, nawala na yung square ng time because, well, you put it inside square root. So paglabas niya, isa na lang yung square nun. Isa na lang yung time nun. So our answer for time is 0.35 seconds, or it will take 0.35 seconds for the ball to get from here to here with this kind of initial velocity and with this kind of table height. Okay, check. Let's solve now for the range. Okay, let me just remove this because I have no more space. So let's record time. Time is 0.35 seconds. Okay. Now, what equation should we use in order to solve for the range? So definitely range, x-axis yon. So doon ko pupunta sa mga equations dito sa horizontal. So syempre, ang pwede mong gamitin, ito lang naman, di ba? This one. Kasi ito lang yung may x na variable. So let's use that. X equals v sub x times time. X, that's what you're looking for. V sub x is also the same with the initial velocity na binigay sa atin, 2.4 meter per second. Times time, which is 0.35 seconds. Cancel the seconds. You will get 2.4 times 0.35. 0.84 meters. That's your range. So it was able to cover a distance of 0.84 meters. Horizontal distance of 0.84 meters. Okay, that's the first one. Let's take a look at the second one. Okay, this one. Ang isang soccer ball ay sinipa. Horizontal kick. Okay, meron kang clue word na ano to, horizontally launched. So you have a soccer ball na sinipa horizontally sa isa taas na isang borol na may taas na 0.22 meters. This height is, no, not 0.22, 22 meters. So, ito ay nagkaroon ng landing spot na may distansya na 35 meters mula sa paanan ng burol. Alamin ang initial velocity ng soccer ball. Okay. So, Let's draw a trajectory. Okay, this one from this one. Okay, that's our illustration. Let's take a look at the equations. So velocity, let's shorten this one, I don't have much space. Velocity, displacement, horizontal and vertical. So again, kung ano binigay sa atin ng simula, that's the final. Okay, or you can just call this. Yep, sige, i-follow nyo na lang kung ano yung sinulat natin. Vix equals Vfx equal to Vx. These are all the same. Now for the vertical, you have an initial y for vertical, which is 0, and a final y for vertical, which is equal to the equation negative g times t. Now displacement, we have x for horizontal, Vx times time. Vertical, we have y equals 1/2 times negative g times time squared. Don't forget the square. Now we are looking for the initial velocity. Initial velocity ng soccer ball. Okay, alin ba yung may initial velocity ng soccer ball? Definitely, alam natin na this is not referring to the initial velocity na vertical kasi di pa wala naman siyang vertical component, 0 nga siya. It's looking for this, the initial velocity na horizontal component of the initial velocity. So definitely, dito tayo maglalaro sa equation na to. The problem is we don't have time. We don't have a value for time. So, pwede tayong tumingin dito sa kabila. Since given na yung y, which is 22 meters, given din yung g, pwede tayong makuha yung time dito, like what we did before. So, let's do that. Let's use this equation first. 1/2 times negative g times time square. Y is negative 22 meters. 1/2 times negative 9.8 meter per second squared times the time squared. Again, this is 4.9 meter per second squared, 22 meters times time squared divided by negative 4.9 meter per second squared. Cancel this one as well. Divide by 4.9, negative 4.9. So 22 divide 4.9, 4.48979. So 4.4898 na. Positive na siya in seconds squared because you will cancel the meters. Put this inside a square root. The square root of that is 2.1189 seconds time. Okay, that's our time. Now that we are done looking for our time, let's use this equation. So x equals Vx times time. X is 35 meters equals Vx, that's the unknown, times 2.1189 seconds. That's the time. So again, meron siyang kasamang 2.1189. So divide natin para mawala yung 2.11 seconds dun sa Vx. Let's cancel this. So 35 divided by 2.1189 is 16.5180 or 52 meter per second. Okay, that's our answer, guys. That's also the final slide. Thank you so much. Good luck.